Some of the other things we did were the Gantt chart for the home groups, the video block project-oriented learning, and stakeholder analysis. For the Gantt chart home groups, we just looked at the evidence for learning for part 2 and just organized it in a way that would fit our schedule and everybody else's schedule. For the video blog project-oriented learning, we did some research about project-oriented learning, as well as we also looked at the PowerPoint presentation given to us by Mr. Bryson, and then we just talked about it, about what it was, about our experiences with it, and etc. For the stakeholder analysis, we all helped Pato do it. He was the one who compiled all the information we gave him, and well, he wrote it down and did it.
Our team did the leadership styles, and we thought it was really interesting to see how the authoritarian, participative, and the delegative were very different, and how each style was more for each different type of people. We also did the webpage, the company webpage, and it was to see how the people would react to it, and how the people would get to know the Metropolis Cafe more, and that way they could order online. And then we also have a company intranet where we as a class talk to each other and see how the company is going and how we want to make it better and stuff like that.
Okay, in our team we did a logo, and our team's name is RAMPS, and it stands for all the names in our team: Rolando, Adrian, Mariel, Pau, and Santiago. And we also chose RAMPS because our slogan is climbing our way to the top, which is like slowly we're making our way to the top of the business mountain. Our problem statement was, how can we create and run a successful business in such a way that we learn management skills and earn a good grade? Our mission statement was to give students in the management class a hands-on experience with running a business, and to satisfy customers with our good services in the process. Our vision statement was to be a stable business and be recognized within the school community in years to come. And we did an inventory of skills for each member of the team, and we brought out what skills were most prominent in each member of our team.
Hello, I am Adrian Montemayor. I am from Human Resources, and in this project I was responsible for making the Human Resources Gantt chart of all the things that we have been doing throughout the last 2 months. And I also contributed significantly to our PowerPoint, the PowerPoint for effective teamwork. Mostly I got all the information from the internet, and I created a PowerPoint to show how to become better workers as a team, and how to learn in different ways. The teamwork PowerPoint presentation consists of many different categories in which we're going to classify each student, and many different ways in which they can help, and also everybody has a different task. Like, for example, someone's going to be the idea giver, someone's going to hold all the information, for example. Just like for the functional teams Gantt chart, I also contributed for the making of our home teams Gantt chart, which helps us organize all the activities that our home team must complete for project part 2.
As the operations manager for our home team, I was in charge of researching and compiling information about what makes an effective company website. Along with 2 other members from other home groups, we extensively researched factors that make an effective company website. We compiled that information into a Word document and created a list of factors and explained their function and why they are necessary. We also created a checklist so that we can keep track of what our company site has and make sure it meets all these factors that will make it effective. As well, as a member of operations, I also contributed to the making of the functional group's Gantt chart for operations along with Jose Lagüera. This chart shows the progress for operations for the past 2 months in the supply stock. For operations, I significantly contributed to the redesigning of the coffee cart along with my colleagues Esteban and Sergio. What we did was basically cover it with wood and created a handlebar so it can be moved easily, and also included some cup holders. It is still some type of a prototype, so it still has some work to be done, but I think we'll do a nice job. There are several ways we can improve our functionality as a home group and as a whole class. The different ways in which we can improve would include more communication between each home group. We had certain problems with a few parts of the project in which two or more people were doing the same job, and this is lack of communication between the home groups, and this creates like a big problem because people who are doing the same jobs could be doing something else, and that leads to a better development of the project. And another thing we can improve in is the organization and time management. It happened not only in our home group but in others that after finishing the part of a project that was first assigned, the person who did it had no other job. We need to make sure that everybody's helping and contributing even if they finish their job.
Okay, so we think that we did our Gantt chart effectively. We finished everything on time and everything was done efficiently and good quality work. And yes.
Okay, we think that for part 3, maybe we could improve our organizational skills because sometimes it was hard to stay organized with all of the parts of the project. And we also think that maybe we could improve on working together and communicating as a team.
Bye.